All right, all right, let's go, let's go. Y'all know what time it is when y'all hear that music. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. What is up, everyone? Hey, y'all. It is your favorite Kentucky boy, James H. Glover the Third. I'm coming in with my girls, my sisters from After Show
Hey
Vibes.
y'all.
Yo, 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 yo,
Y'all like the
yo,
sound
yo, yo,
effects?
yo, yo, yo. Yes, yes, yes. So we got y'all. We are here. And y'all,
Okay.
let's go, let's go, let's go. And we're gonna let my sisters introduce themselves. I'm gonna start it off with Miss Sheila, and we're gonna go from there. Let's go.
In the words of Reverend James H. Glover III, what is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It's your favorite Jersey girl, Shira Renee, the host of the Blemish Beauty Podcast, and I am ready to get a vibe tonight. Let's go.
All right, all right, all right. It's on you,
What's
Tweet.
up? What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Tweet of Tweet Talks Podcast. I am here to enjoy the good conversations tonight. So, as you watching, share, tag, do whatever you need to do. Add a friend, tell a friend. Y'all join in the conversation.
Hello,
Yes.
hello, hello, Julie. Hello, Ashley.
Hey,
Y'all come on
y'all.
in. Come on, come on, come on. Carla, what is up, Carla? So y'all come on in, come on in. We already got the question down there at the bottom, and the question was sent in by a family member of the show, and it was asked, "Would you say yes to you? Would you say yes to you?" And that's a big question.
So,
So
James, would you
let's
say
It
start.
yes
is.
to you?
Ah, would I say yes to me? All right,
Yes.
y'all. Let's make sure that our mics are muted so that we can avoid the feedback in the background. All right. So, would I say yes to me? The answer would be yeah, I probably would because of the simple fact of I know what I'm bringing to the table. I'm not asking a woman to come with everything and I'm coming with nothing. I'm coming with my own too. So, it would be easier for us to build a legacy together. So, yeah, I would say yes to me. But am I perfect? No. Are there things that I need to improve on? For sure. So it's like I would say yes to me under the guidelines of there's still room for improvement. So, but yeah, I would probably say yes to me. Sarah, what about you? Would you say yes to you?
Of course, I would say yes to me because I'm just a whole vibe. Like I'm that song that you skipped back in the day that you realized was a hit, honey. So yes, I would say yes to me. But no, all jokes aside, I would say yes to me because I am intentional about what I do and how I love. I am a safe space. I'm supportive. I am all the things like you. I'm not perfect, but I sign up for the long haul. And that includes everything. When you sick, when you ain't got it all financially, all the things, I sign up for it. So I would say yes to me, definitely. How about you, Tweet?
I would say yes to me after dissecting. Okay, because I'm a person that has many layers. And I think it's important to dissect and know the person. You got to know me. I have, like I said, different layers, different sides. So after dissecting me and getting to know this, because I'm a believer that, you know, I say there's a method to this madness. You know, you hear people saying that. I believe that, in order to really say yes to myself, you'd have to understand my story in full. To be able to say, okay, I get why she is the way she is. I get why she speaks the way she speaks. So I would say yes. I would say yes to me after the dissecting.
I think all of us have said something key. You would have to dissect everything in you. Like, we have to look at the fact that, yo, I don't have it all together. Yo, there are things about me that are not perfect, but for my person, I will be the perfect person for my person. And they are going to bring out the best in me, and I'm going to bring out the best in them. Now, one thing that I cannot stand that grinds my gears more than anything is when I hear people say, I'm looking for my better half. Because what that is saying to me is you are not already whole. So you come into the relationship a half of a person. So how are you going to come into a relationship as a half of a person, and I'm going to come into the relationship as a half of a person? It's not going to really work. We both have to come in as two whole individuals, still working, still going through the process of getting better, still going through the healing process over things. But I would also say that there are some things that we bring into a relationship that we really ought to deal with while we single. Like, sometimes we get so caught up in being in a relationship that we forget the things that we need to work on in our single season. Like, I was at work today, and then I'm gonna throw it to one of my sisters, and I was at work today, and I was thinking about King David. And as I was thinking about King David, he was anointed as the king over Israel at an early age. But after he was anointed as the king in front of his family, he then went back to tend to the sheep of his father. In other words, before he even became the king, God had already placed him. God already anointed him as a king, but before he took on the responsibility, he still had work to do in the vineyard that he was in. He still had giants he had to slay in order to become the king. And in other words, what I'm saying is, God sometimes has told us that we're going to be in these great relationships, and we're just so ready to get into the great relationship that we forget about the fact that there's still some giants we need to slay in our single season. And then we end up jacking up the relationship because we haven't slayed the giants that we were supposed to slay in our single season.
I
That's
totally
true.
agree with that. That's very true. You said something that stuck out to me. I'm gonna try to roll back because you talked for a little minute there, and I was trying to remember what you were saying. Um, it just wiped out of my mind, y'all. So go ahead, Shira. It'll come back to me.
I love what he said in regards to, sometimes you can mishandle something if you're not prepared for it the right way. So it's like if you're cooking and you have something in the oven, if you don't have the right tools to take that out the oven, when you take it out, you'll mess around and drop it and fracture it. And you might not even be able to consume it because now it's damaged. So you have to definitely make sure that before you step into something definitely as severe as marriage, you do all the work necessary, like you said, in your single season to prepare you for what is going to take place because marriage requires you to sacrifice. Marriage requires you to do some things that you might not necessarily be prepared to do. It shows you yourself, who you are, and you might find out that your stuff actually does stink. And are you willing to change how you smell and smell better? Or are you willing to just remain funky and stay the same?
That we talked about that previously, and a lot of stuff that you said, Shiva, when we talked was like revealing to me, and I'm not gonna get too deep into that. But what I was going to say is that what James was saying about my better half, I think that a lot of us, and I think maybe more so women than men, feel like, and I think that women believe this because men have made us feel this way in certain situations, that when we are married, that is the best part of us. Being a wife, or like, you know how a man may see a woman that's married, he may be interested in her mainly because she's married and because she is her best self. Because if you think about the way the process of life, it's we're born, we end up at some point dating, getting married, having children, and then you die. So to a lot of men, and to a lot of people in some cases, they look at when they see a woman that is married or even has been married as she's a prize. And so we tend to look at life as being, when we're married, this is the best us. When I'm living proof that, in fact, sometimes the best us, just like y'all said in that single season, when you have the opportunity to learn yourself, just like you said, you don't think that your stuff stinks, but you're like, okay, I got some issues that I need to work on. And the sad thing about it is a lot of people don't give themselves that time to work on it. They just go from relationship to relationship, taking that same toxic behavior over to somebody else. So when you can consciously say, you know what, I need to step aside. And even if you think about when you say, will I marry me? That is accountability, because you have to be able to look at yourself and say, would I want to be with me? The little things that I'm like, I'm not, me personally, certain things that I'm like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So would I marry me? Somebody that's just like headstrong about certain things. And I think that's one of the things that we have to really look at when we think about ourselves. When you think about being, when you think about going to the altar and getting married to somebody, what if you were standing on the other side of that? You and all of your baggage, all of your flaws, all of your little tactics, your little things. I met a female one time that she said that she was a feet person. Like, she could not deal with a man that had bad feet. And so what if you meet a man that is really the best? He treats you good. He's there for you. He's able to teach you. He's able to, understand your flaws and all these things. But he had bad feet. Is that a deal breaker? What would y'all say?
It ain't no deal breaker for me because for me, I'm not into the superficial stuff. I'm into what made me fall for you. So it's like if you sweeten me good and you giving me that vibe that I need, why am I gonna leave you over some kiddie stuff that is really some teenage type stuff? But I'm not gonna leave my 80 for no 20. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Because let's say I find somebody with good feet, but they sweeten me like crap. Let's keep it
It
real.
happens. It
Just like in the movie
happens.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that part in the movie Boomerang, right? When
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murphy was looking at all the women's feet and he judged them based off how their feet look. And when he found the one with the most beautifulest feet, she's the one that did him the dirtiest. And he stopped looking at all of those superficial things because he realized, like, just like you said, James, like, she has the prettiest feet, but she treated me like crap. So he had to regroup and refocus. But you know what statement grinds my gears? When women say, Lord, send me my Boaz. That grinds my gears.
Boaz was Whoop's husband. Boaz was Whoop's husband.
Boaz,
Find your own.
and I'm gonna say this for the ladies: please stop being so super deep. So you are no earthly good. Like, Boaz was for Ruth. You mess around and wait for Boaz if you want to. You're gonna be 98 and still single because Boaz is not coming, baby. He's dead. So you go over there, you sit with Larry because Larry's a good man, Savannah, because Boaz is not coming. And we just have to stop doing that. We have to stop being so superficial with certain things, because what you like when y'all first get together 10 years from now might change. Like if you like the way the person dressed, like if y'all was dating in the 90s, you was wearing FUBU jeans and all of this. You're not wearing FUBU jeans now. So you can't really focus on the tangible things, because those things change. You have to look at the character of the person. Do they treat you nice? Are they a good human? If you get sick, will they take care of you? These are the things that we have to look at. And that's why I said I would marry me, because those are the qualities that I possess. Forget all of that tangible stuff about your type and all of that. It's about the character of who you are.
So this reminds me of a movie. And first, I'm gonna ask you this: if you were getting ready to marry somebody, and your family and everybody is excited about the whole process, but you had some concerns, would you still do it?
It depends on how big the concerns was. Like, are these concerns like concerns on, does this person love me for me? Or are these concerns on more along the lines of, I'm just nervous because I'm about to make the big step of being married? What are the concerns?
Um, Nothing really big. It's just, sometimes how your spirit, how you're dealing with somebody. We Christians, so we know that a lot of times you can be dealing with somebody and your discernment will kick in. And it's normally a discernment that you can't discuss with somebody else because they're not going to understand it. So this, your discernment is kind of kicking in. It doesn't give you an exact topic or situation or anything, but you are just, you're being removed from the situation. But everything looks good to you and the family is excited. You have several reasons why you believe that you love this person, but you are being jolted a little bit. And the reason why I say that is because I really can't remember the name of this movie. It's a recent sci-fi movie. And to all of the viewers that's watching, and if y'all know this movie, tap in and let me know, because I did see it. And what it was this young girl had an arranged marriage, and she married a guy. And the family was really nice. But her stepmother was really confused on, actually it was an interracial couple. And the stepmother said, something is a little off about this family. So immediately after the wedding, he throws her in a hole. She walks down the aisle. I know y'all listeners is watching. This movie is super dope. And she gets thrown in a hole. And she's like in a dungeon. And she's like fighting dragons and all these things. This is a sci-fi movie. And she goes through all these things. And before she married him, she had her discernment was kicking in. And she was like, you know what? I don't know if I should do this. But his family, he was actually royalty. And, everything seemed to be perfect. She was a little confused. Her family was okay, except for her stepmother was like, listen, I don't know if you need to do this because, these people seem a little awkward. So I guess I asked that question because my concern is if you are, you in love with somebody and you feel like this is the perfect situation for you, but there are little things that are confusing you. Do you call it off? Do you keep going? Do you say, what do you do? Because I could think that this is something that really does happen. It really does kick in and people say, you know what, should I really do this? So
For me, what I would do at that moment is I would sit down and I would write out a list of the things that I like about this person and the things that I do not like. If the good outweighs the bad, I would go through with it. If the bad outweighs the good, I wouldn't. Because sometimes we can overthink a situation and end up overthinking and wind up single. So
I think for me, that's when the importance of marriage counseling comes in, because then you have other eyes, you know, having insight on what you're feeling. Because, like James said, it could be something that you are hesitant about because you just have cold feet, something that you could just, have a conversation about and you'll feel better afterwards. But if you're new to a thing, of course, it's going to be natural for you to have preconceived notions and think negatively because you don't know nothing about it. This is uncharted territory that you're about to walk into, so it's important for you to have someone to kind of help you navigate your feelings, because before you get married, you're going to have all kinds of feelings, ideas, doubt, maybe, all the feelings. You're going to go through them all. But you just have to decide which feeling is more important at this moment. And if what you guys have built already is able to stand what you are currently feeling.
Okay, y'all. So we're going to turn this up a little bit a notch, right? So is the proposal important? When I say the proposal, I mean, number one is how he asks, is the fact is who chooses the ring. Are these things important to y'all?
No, because to me, if I love you for you. I don't love you for all this other little superficial stuff. I'll say yes to you wherever. Now, for me, I don't want my woman proposing to me. No, I'm the man. Let me handle that.
Yes, the proposal is important, because you're not finna propose to me in a McDonald's parking lot. That's not what we doing. Okay. So the proposal is important. It's like, okay, it is not, let me say this gracefully. It is not how much you put into it financially. Like, you don't need to be swinging from a chandelier and having teleprompters and flying in, celebrities to come sing and all the things. You don't have to do all that. But you do need to provide a moment that you both will never forget, because this is supposed to be the one and only time that you do this. And this is an experience that most women dream about. And to be honest, low key, a lot more men now are dreaming about this than women. But this is supposed to be something that you both should create a memory for and tell your kids. And, just, it doesn't have to be in front of family and friends. It could be just be y'all two. But it should require some type of effort. It should require some type of thought process. You shouldn't just get up one day and just say, "Oh, let's get married." That's no, we're not doing that.
I got a scenario. I got a scenario.
We go.
This one, you know what, Sil? I've been letting you off. I've been letting you off the hook.
You didn't let Tweet answer. Let her answer.
All right,
is the
go on ahead,
proposal
Tweet.
important,
Go on, Tweet.
sis?
Go on, Tweet.
I agree with what Shira said. I don't think that I do think that I don't think the proposal should be. I think it should be something where the family oriented. I don't think that it should be just the two, because to me that is more on the effortless side, and I've experienced that before. So I think that if it's the levels of important that it is to him, it should match the proposal. If this is, like he says, if this is your intention of just doing it one time, this is a one-time thing, then yeah, the bells and whistles need to be involved. If you are unsure, or you just doing it because that you're just trying to keep her around, you really don't mean to be a husband, be faithful and do all the things that a husband is supposed to do, then no, there's no effort into it. Because sometimes people look as marriage as this: I want to be with this person because I want this person to be stuck to me legally, and I want this person to be stuck to me legally, and I want to be stuck to this person legally because this is a good person to be legally stuck to. So I think that it's important to, if you really mean that, the bells and the whistles should be involved. It should not be a bedside experience. It should not be. Now, when it comes to the actual ring, that is negotiable. Did I say that wrong? Negotiable for all the
Negotiable.
teachers or anybody in the. Okay, thank you very
That
much.
is negotiable.
But okay, there you go. So I think that when it comes to that part, that is where, he can fall back a little bit. But when it comes to actually the proposal process, marriage is a big deal. So I need it to seem like it's a big deal because we already know, to us women, it's a big deal. I don't care how old you are. So a marriage to a woman is a big deal. So
It is.
everybody knows that. Yeah, everybody knows that. So I need this man to make it look like it's a big deal for him too. Don't bedside propose to me and then you want your pictures on my Facebook. No. No. I need
think it
you to
depends
turn it
on the
up a
guy,
notch.
though. I think it depends on
Say it
the guy.
again. Yeah,
It depends on the guy
yeah,
in
but
your relationship.
yeah,
Because if
I mean,
you guys, if you have the type of relationship where y'all are family oriented, you do things with the family, it would be more apt for you to incorporate the family in this moment. If you are the type of couple that do more things in-house, you don't really have friends like that outside of each other, you don't really interact with the family like that, it would make sense for you to propose intimately. If you are the type of family who is like a blended family, maybe you can incorporate the kids. You know what I'm saying? So I think it depends on the relationship and the guy.
and I think it also depends on that pillow talk. Because y'all know when you're in a relationship with somebody, a really close knit relationship, there's going to be those conversations where you talk about what such and such did, you didn't like this and the other. So when this person gets to know the dilemmas in your life, then when you turn up saying that you want to be the husband or you want this person to be the wife, then you need to come prepared to show all these people that were naysayers, because that's what the pillow talk is. You're going to talk about the ones that are saying you shouldn't be with him, or he's not this or he's not that. Well, you need to turn it up a notch and show all these people and make them believers. Because I mean, I don't think it's a good thing to just downplay. That's a really important thing, and it's a very memorable thing. Even if you said, okay, let's go take pictures, and I'm gonna propose while you're taking pictures, or whatever the situation is, you just need to, turn up. That's a big thing. That's what you look back on. That's what you tell the kids. That's what you tell the family. That's what you
So would you
podcast
rather
about.
somebody ask you, would you rather your man ask you, how would you want to be proposed to? Or would you rather him just do it off the cuff? Because a lot of men, when they even propose, they'll ask their woman, what kind of ring do you like? To kind of get familiar with like a couple of hints on what he should do. And then some men just take it, and run with it, and they do a really great job. So would you rather, you personally, and James, I'm asking you too, would you rather ask your spouse how she would want to be proposed to and all that, and tweet, would you rather your spouse ask you? Like, what do y'all think about that?
For me, I don't know. Go on ahead, tweet. I'll go next.
Yeah, because you over here hitting my mic and stuff. So is it? Oh, okay. So for me personally, I feel like if you have dissected me and you know me, then you could do your thing. And when I say that, I'm talking about when it comes to the ring, when it comes to how you do it. I feel like once you have actually gotten to know me, you know what I like, what I dislike. You know to like pizza with pepperoni. However, if you feel like saying, okay, you know what, well, we're gonna do it pizza style, that's what I like. So that doesn't matter to me, long as the effort is put into it, and I am family oriented, so that's what I would want for me. But as far as everything else, I mean, just do your thing.
Now, for me, I wouldn't tell my girl. What I would do is I would get with one of her best friends, get with them, figure out what she likes. Even though I know
You
what
might
she
need to
likes,
clarify that one. Clarify that one. All I heard was get with one of her
I,
best friends.
I would get with one of her best friends, to get information on what she likes. I would figure out like, yo, I know this is your girl, so tell me what has she been hitting around at? Because y'all know y'all women talk. So I know if anybody's gonna know what my woman would want besides me would be her best friend. So her best friend could tell me, yo, my girl likes this, and I'd be like, I bet. Now as far as how I'm gonna propose, I would do that straight up off the cuff. What I would do is I would take certain things that I know she liked, and I would plan a day doing just that. Different events that I know that she loves.
You
And
can't tell
then
your business. How you gonna tell? How you gonna do that?
I ain't
Right.
telling everything. I ain't telling
You
everything.
telling too much.
So I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that.
like
I'm gonna say that.
we asked you to plan your proposal on have to show vibes.
So okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Whoever James decides to be with, if you ever hear him say, "Baby, we gonna go out and do all the things you like today," ding ding, that is the
Dun,
proposal
dun,
day.
Yeah, all
dun.
right. Yeah, all right. In my
All right,
tub
James,
and
Listen,
go ahead
but
with
you
everything.
know
your
what?
scenario.
I'm gonna say this super shout out to James because when it comes to his thought process, um, as far as with his lady, he's A1. He is A1 with it.
Like I have had my sisters tell me, can you give classes to these men on how to do this? Because it's like legit. We sitting over here hearing what you doing and we get mad.
You know why we get mad? Because you younger than all the men. That's the thing. That's the part. Usually it's the OGs that is putting the young
Yeah,
ones on
But
game.
yeah.
You the
but
young
here's the
ones putting
difference.
the
Here's
OGs
the
on game.
difference. Here's the difference. What people don't realize is, yes, I'm young. For sure, I'm young. However, the group that I've sung with for many years, every last one of them guys are married. And I'm one of the youngest one in that group. There's one other guy that's younger than
So
me. So I've been around older guys and I have witnessed how to spoil and to really love on your queen in the right way.
Who you surround yourself with is definitely vital
Oh yeah,
to
for
your
sure.
and healthy to your relationship because
yeah,
sometimes friends and family they could be cancerous to your relationship
steer you
because
wrong. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I put a
So
post
I
up earlier today and it said that's what it was saying. It was saying make sure you put yourself around people you can learn from. And more recently, I guess that's been my experience is I love to be with somebody that I can learn something positive from. You know, and that's a good thing. And and basically James, that's what you've been doing. You know, you've been surrounding yourself around guys that are in the experience that you want to experience.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I got a
So I
question. I got a question. Okay, go ahead.
scenario real quick and then well no, I know you're gonna
No.
forget that question. You're gonna forget that question, so go.
Yes. So, if you are, and I asked this before in somebody that was on the show before his question, but if you are in that process of marrying somebody, right, and that person is super eager to marry, how do you take that? Is that a red light, green light?
For me,
What's that?
that is a person that ain't playing games. They know what they want and they're ready to do what they need to do to get there. So for me, that's a green light for me because at where I am now, like we ain't got time for games. So it's like if we both know what we want, let's go get it.
So I'm curious, James. So what okay, so since you are um in this
Here we go.
mindset, what's the timeline? What's the timeline look like?
All right. So I broke his timeline down before, but I'll do it again. For a grown man that knows what he wants, I'm not talking about no little boy that's out here playing games. A grown man that knows what he wants within the first 4 days, he knows if he wants to marry you or not.
All right, I'm gonna interrupt all the fellas. If you are a male and you are in the chat and you're viewing this, I want y'all to tap in. Females, y'all tap in too. But we need to, because we've had this conversation before, and I don't believe that. I'm gonna say I'm not a
saying
believer
that
on
he,
that.
You know what? I think
what I'm
this is
saying.
No,
to the
stick to
man
your.
cave.
No,
Yeah,
let me
they need to tap in on this one because I really want to know. I mean, you represent one man, and I would like to know: is this a multiple male thing? Is this something that is true? I mean, how does this work? Because I'm speaking from myself, my own perspective. I have never heard a woman say, "I've been 3 or 4 dates and I want to marry him."
I'm not
We think
saying
about
a
other things,
woman.
but
I'm not saying a
yeah.
woman. I'm saying a man because the scripture says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Now, I'm not saying that man is letting you know in these first 3 to 4 days that he wants to marry you. No, 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 no. Because we're not about to scare you off by telling you that.
Oh
But
yeah.
because let's be real, if a man tells you that within the first 3 to 4 days, the first thing a woman is going to do is see out of there.
Not, you
So
know what though? No, but you know what? I don't think that all women would. There's some women that would be like, yes. The first thing they'll say, because y'all know how this goes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for sending the one. Me?
swag shoes on, swag shoes on. But all
I'm gonna
right,
be
so
so far away because you got your
If
game is
you
harder
if
than
you
I'm
ever
used
want to
to.
see Tweet run fast, tell her that. Tell her.
or ask her to
Yeah.
cook, or ask her to cook
Yes.
for you.
Pass. No, 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 no. You're not saying it correctly. You have to say cook for you.
That's what I
Because
said.
I
Cook
do
for
know how to
you.
cook. But to me, that's my private spot. Private cooking. Cooking is very intimate for me. So it's
I
something I
feel
don't
that.
do for. But when it
So
comes to if I was to date somebody and they told me after 4 dates that they were gonna marry me, the
now
the
that's why I
pressure
said
would.
I'm not going to tell that to the woman, but after 4 days, a man that knows what he wants knows if he can see himself marrying you or not. After that, then he's going to make the effort to be like, yo, let's cut the games. I don't want to talk to nobody else. Let's focus on us exclusively. That would be after about a week or so. Let's talk exclusively. A week to a month. I'll
So
give
when
it
you
about a
say
month.
when you say talk, because to me talking and being in a relationship, dating is two different things. So which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about dating. Like, y'all not talking to nobody else. Y'all not fooling with nobody else. Y'all tunnel vision is on y'all and building y'all's future and seeing what
After a
God is
week,
taking you.
After a month,
ladies,
After a
ladies
month.
tap in. Is a week,
After a month.
so it's a month.
can I just ask where are these men? Um,
I
where
know.
where
Where
where are they
are some?
located? So for all the single women who are looking, where are they
Pack your
located?
bags and go there.
After a
Like, all
month,
right. So, all
you
right.
just now
So,
getting a
after,
date after a month. Like what?
mm-mm. If a man is, let me keep it real. If a man has been talking to you and has been getting to know you, and after a month, he ain't even taking you out on a date, one of three things has happened. Either number one, he's just not that into you. Number two, he broke. Or number three, he looking for you to take care of him.
I agree with that one.
One of those
Totally.
three things are happening.
So
Because
ladies,
after
Yeah.
a
But
month,
but
after a month, no. After a month, there is no reason why. I don't care how far y'all live from each other. There is no reason why. And this is why God invented technology.
ooh,
Y'all can do virtual dates.
mm, that don't count.
I mean, but it does though, because it's still a date.
Mm-mm.
you Shira, you like my bubble right here.
Hmm.
Bubble.
Mm-mm, that don't count. Get somebody else to do it.
No, I think don't get no, don't get me wrong. The virtual dates are super, they are dope. But I just feel like I guess with a virtual date you can kind of, be texting or I mean, it's just not the full you
You
have
can
to
tell.
you
You
have to
can
when
tell
there's
if the
distance
person-
in between you have to put in some really serious effort.
I agree
Some
with
really
that. You
Yeah,
do.
you got to put in some serious effort.
You do. You do. And so after they have made it official and told you that they want to only be with you, at that point, then I would say within 4 to 5 months, he is already ready ring, is already engagement ring shopping if things is going well.
James,
Within 4 to 5
Where are
months.
y'all men at that I know
where
y'all is in here
did
watching?
you
Y'all need to
met?
tap in.
Um,
Where y'all at?
tell the
Don't
ladies
let this
where
man
you
stand up here alone.
because he's
After
alone.
that, after that, after that,
Cause
after that, within 6 months to at least 8 months, I would say I would be at that point to where I'm like, okay, I can, I have seen her at some of her lowest points, and I've seen her at some of her highest points. So now let's put a ring on her finger because
Okay, let me ask you some. Okay, okay. There's two
I'm not
things
gonna
with.
keep her as a girlfriend for forever.
Okay, there's
That
two things.
that's childish.
Two things with this. A ring, and this is for my ladies that are watching. Okay, when a man puts a ring on your finger, for me, there needs to be some immediate action afterwards as far as us getting married. I'm not going to be the one walking around taking, and he's not. Because that's what it ultimately symbolizes. It symbolizes this woman walking around with this ring on her finger, showing that she is unavailable while he is not. And that is sometimes why you see a woman and a man engaged for a long period of time because she is taken to the world. And even if you have a man that's interested in a woman that is taken, that symbolizes there's somebody in her life. So that is my issue with that. Going back to what you said about 8 months to I think it was a year, is this a long distance or is this like a daily relationship where there's some type of connection
This
consistently?
would be daily. This would be daily. If it's long distance, then things have to the timeline has to shift because I got to be able to put my eyes on you for a certain amount of time before I can decide on if I want to put that ring on your finger or not.
Cause see, for me, you got to see my frizzy cornrows. I mean, they say, oh, well, I see these Facebook pictures and she looks the bomb. Okay. Well, can you deal when I have 3 or 4 eyelashes missing on one side? Am I still?
Okay, I'll give you that.
This is the
All right.
real, and this is the thing. I think that a lot of women sometimes we get so caught up in the looking good of it that we forget our being our authentic self. And now this man is into us, and he's like, "Oh, she looks so good. She's this. She's cooking. She's whipping up." Okay, so when I wake up in the morning, you see the Noxzema on the face. How you feeling now? You know. These are the things that I think that we need to make sure you got to iron it out. You know.
Yeah, and I don't think you would see that in 8 months because the representative takes almost 6 to kind of
Yeah.
disappear.
If
You're
you are
talking
My
seeing
about
that
representative, my representative is Fort
if you're
Tough.
seeing that person, if you are seeing that person 24/7 and like y'all are constantly vibing, then
James.
yeah.
Who is seeing somebody 24/7? We got
Well, I'm
time.
not saying 24/7, but like if you're seeing each other on a consistent basis,
So
then
are you talking about like video? Cause I can make a mean
no,
video
no,
now. That
no,
video, I
no,
look
no,
like
no.
Beyonce.
I'm
And as
talking
soon as
like
you click off,
in
how
your
you say?
face, in your face, in your face. Like I'm not talking about no video. No.
Yeah.
So all right, scenario, and I'm starting it with Sarah tonight
You see how he
because I'm
pedaled out of that one, right? He gonna jump into the scenario. Go ahead, James.
yep, I'm starting with you tonight. I'm picking on you first.
Don't
So
you?
no, here lately I've been picking on Tweet first. I'm going at you first tonight. So there is a guy
Mm.
that you are really feeling. Y'all been dating pretty consistently, and you really like him. Y'all been together for about 8 months. And finally, he decides he's ready to put a ring on your finger. However, let's keep it real. The man really don't have that much money. So y'all are out eating at McDonald's. He goes to the bubble gum machine and buys you a 50-cent ring and tells you, baby, I know that you deserve 20 times better than this. But right now, I just can't afford it. But I promise you, I promise you that if you just give me the chance, baby, I'm going to upgrade this in the near future. I just want you to say that you'll be my wife. What are you doing in that situation, Sarah?
Look at
I'm
Danny.
gonna try not to laugh in his face.
Mhm.
Now, I would appreciate the sentiment because, for one, as a man, especially a black man, y'all are not vulnerable, right?
Mhm.
So for him to make a gesture to even admit the fact of where he is, but where he wants to be, requires applause, right? Okay. So I will appreciate his gesture. I will even take his offer, but I will not consider that as a proposal. I will
What?
consider that as a promise to get to a proposal, but you gotta come better than that because Julia.com got rings for $50. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing we're
Sing
not
got rings for $2.
no, we're not
Listen,
doing
girl, I
not for
had
no
two
ring
of
business.
them.
We're not doing that. I said
Yeah,
Julia.com.
Hold on, I'm gonna send y'all a
absolutely.
picture of a scene ring. It
I
looks
don't
just
care.
like the real
It's
thing.
on Sheen. No, we're not doing that.
If you give out
Hold
a
on,
Sheen ring,
It's going to
hold
turn
please,
green. No, we're not doing that. I
hold
said
her
please.
Julia.
finger is gonna fall off. Now you're gonna be locked up for taking off somebody's finger.
I have carpal
Hold
tunnel.
please, hold please. Cause what we're not gonna do is
Wear a ring from Sheen. That's what we're not gonna do.
hmm. All right. So all right, I'll give you that. All right. Tweet. I'm going with you now. So tweet. There's a man that really is feeling you. He thinks that you are everything to him. He thinks that you are the cat's meow, as the old folks say. And he wants to make you his wife. The problem with it is, y'all have only been dating for 7 days. And he decides on that seventh day. Now you got to remember, in 7 days, God created the heavens and the earth. So on this seventh day, On this seventh day, he decided he's going to change your last name and ask you to marry him. What are you doing in that situation, Tweet?
I think that a promise ring would be a good idea. But in 7 days, he's only seen my 7 day personality at that point. He's only seen the 7 day side of me. And like I said, I have multiple sides of me. And so not personalities, size that, would be good for each situation. So I don't think that would be a good thing to do. And those are, to me, he she said he is looking for citizenship, honey. Yes, he is. He's got something up his sleeve for 7 days. And but you know what? The reality of it is there is people out here that are doing this. And the female is saying, "Oh, he loved me." This is what's that show they got out? Love at First Sight.
Love is
You know,
blind.
Don't get me started because those are my shows. Don't get me started.
oh, no. I would say maybe a promise ring that I would like wear around my neck or something like that. But I don't think not marriage.
So you
I'm not
wouldn't
that
accept his
die-hard
marriage
person about marriage.
proposal?
Say it
You wouldn't
again.
accept his marriage proposal?
Yeah, I said I would accept it, and it would be a promise ring, and I would wear it around my neck or something like that. But I wouldn't say, "You don't know me. You're looking." Let me tell you something, and everybody had their opinion. But if somebody meets you and in 7 days they're telling you they want to be with you forever, there is a motive. What is the reason that you want me that you don't even know? You've only known for 7 days. That's so you
But
you could
like I
possibly know
said,
this
he said
person.
in 7 days,
This
God
person is too
created the
eager.
heaven and the earth. God
That
created
was
the heaven and
God.
the
We're
earth
not
in
we're
7
not
days.
God. And guess what? He created it because he knew it already.
And he feels
When
like
God
he's known you.
he has not. And this won't even happen to me because I'm really upfront with things like this, and I would say there's a lot of me to know. So that wouldn't happen for me because as a woman, when you tell a man there's a lot of you to know, he steps back anyway. So it's my own tactic. Because he's gonna say when she says that he's like, well, what is it I need to know about her? What's the deal?
Wait. I'm
So he's
about to
gonna
do
hold back.
I'm about to do something, and I'm about to put all y'all women to the test real quick. Even y'all women in the comments. I'm about to put all y'all to the test real quick. So let's say
That comment right there is so true. Super shout out. That sometimes a man challenges themselves to see if they can get you in a short time, then they switch up. Absolutely. You can go ahead, sir.
like I don't know. I don't know about that. I think sometimes a man can really see what he wants and he knows that's what he wants. However, situations happen and he realizes that, yo, there's some things that I need to work on in order to better prepare myself for her. Because let's be honest, if I'm coming, like I said before on the show, even today, I said, if I'm coming to you, I don't want to come to you as no broken person or no half person. I want to come to you as a whole person so that you are getting all of me and not just some of me. Because I know that my woman that I get deserves the best of me. So if that means that, yo, I got some deep issues I need to work out through therapy before I try to get in a relationship with her, then so be it. Let me deal with that. If I need to boss up and build my brand better so that I can better provide for her, then so be it. But let's keep it all the way 100 and keep it a buck. There are a lot of women out here also that are looking for men to take care of them and not to be no wife to that man or not to be a helpmate to that man.
Now, what you said about, a man saying honestly that there's some things that he needs to work out with himself, that is a real man and he is to be respected. He is to be held at a high standard as far as how you deal with him because he's being honest. And nowadays you don't get that. You get a man that's coming to you like, this is what I want. And he knows deep down inside he's not ready. He knows there's some things that he needs to work on, but he's not going to tell you that because instead of him taking a risk and even taking a risk of you saying, you know what, I'm leaving this dude alone. I'm walking away from this situation. He's risking that with him being honest. And I think sometimes us women, we don't allow men the opportunity to be honest because we say, if he's honest and he's not saying what I want to hear, I'm out. And sometimes we have to allow them, like a video that I put up today that somebody sent me. It was like, okay, if a man is vulnerable with you and he is open with you about his flaws, his situation, whatever, give him that opportunity to say, be honest with you, hold it within, watch how he moves, and that's it. You don't need
Okay.
to, throw it in his face. You don't need to tell him about it. Or even in a relationship. See, what happens sometimes in relationships is this man confides his weakness to that woman. And as soon as the situation goes sour, it goes bad or whatever, she's balling up and then she's throwing it back at him. And what that does is that stops that man from wanting to open up and be close to anybody else because he remembers what this woman did. And sometimes they don't look at us as an individual woman. They look at us as a
And look at his
species.
sister Spain. Yeah,
Yes.
because y'all don't look at us as an individual man. Y'all look at us as a species. So we're gonna go to these comments, but I'm gonna put all y'all women in the comments and my sisters to the test. If your man, I'm gonna start it with you, Sarah. I'm gonna start it with you. Let's say your man comes to you and he asks you to marry him, right? And he comes to you with a ring like this. Are you saying yes or no?
No, because that's the Sheen ring. I told you, Julia.com.
Child, he didn't put the ring up here.
Are y'all saying yes or are y'all saying no? Women in the comments, are y'all
Hold
saying
on.
yes or are
I'm gonna
y'all
say
saying no?
I'm gonna tell you this. I would say yes if it's pretty and it does not change. So you need to make sure that it's not gonna change because I don't want to wake up one morning after doing some dishes or doing something and this ring is green on my finger. So you need to make
I ain't
sure.
say Julia, and Sarah. I didn't say it came from Cine.
But
I
that is
said,
the
but
one that
y'all
came
said
from Sheen. I'm
yes.
telling y'all because he sent it in the
I
inbox.
don't care where it
That
came
is the
from, long
one
as it
that
long as
came
it don't
from Sheen.
change on my finger and as long
It's
as
gonna
it's
change because it's
it's
from
pretty.
Sheen.
So
Julia, it might be seen and it might not. Would you say
Julia,
yes or would you say no?
Julie is from Sheen.
Would you say yes or no? If God says yes, gives the green light, I'm gonna say yes to a Wayne pop. Come on.
hmm, I don't know about no ring pop, but for the most thing, like okay, if it's pretty and it doesn't, and it because the reality of a ring, you're saying forever. So if you bring me a ring that's not gonna last me a few days or a week, then I'm not even gonna be able to wear it again. Now I have to wait for you to, because when people get engaged, everybody they tell everybody they're excited, everybody knows. So what happens when this ring is no longer on your finger because, or you got to switch and get another ring every few weeks or so because this ring is not, changing. As far as where does it come from, the dollar amount, that doesn't matter. Just, I would like a little longevity in it. And who are you? Forget the ring, you know.
Yeah, if it's a ring that's quality and it does not turn, like you said, that's why I said Julia.com because their rings look like you spend thousands of dollars and it's not
Same,
even
that's the
it's a
same thing.
fraction of the price.
Yeah, I've had
Ring.
two. They are really good quality rings. I've had two of
Seen,
them.
seen, you can
Jane.
go on there and you can find a ring for 45 cents that make it look like you spent 455,000.
Well,
Yeah,
you go
for
ahead and
five
get it.
minutes.
You gonna be the
For,
Oprah of rings. You get a
for
ring.
the
You get a
first
ring. You get a ring.
until
Everybody get
she
a ring at
until
Sheen.
she dip it in some dish Clorox water and it's over. It's over and she coming straight to you He said,
Don't
Julie
come
said,
for
Timo.
Timu. Don't come for Timu. Because I'm going to go there too. I'm going to go there too.
Walmart
And
got rings too.
Wish.com.
What
And
happened?
Listen,
Wish.com.
if you go to Timu, you're gonna pay for that ring and it's not gonna show up and you're gonna have her excited. It's gonna be a picture of a ring, and because I'm gonna tell you, Timu is good
I'm
for
gonna go
certain
to
stuff.
TikTok. I'm gonna go to TikTok shop too, and I'm gonna buy a ring
Now
off
I
the
would get a
TikTok
ring from the
shop.
TikTok shop because they more.
It's probably good. Yeah, right. There you go.
I'm gonna go
Sheen
to
and TikTok shop might be
Amazon.com.
okay.
I'm gonna go to Amazon.com and get a ring off of there too.
But
Amazon.
Timu, you'll get a ring, a
Yeah,
picture of a ring in a
yeah.
box.
Let me tell
No
y'all.
ring.
Wait. Real quick sidebar. Y'all remember the TV show Power, right? Do y'all remember the blue trench coat that Ghost used to wear?
Yes, and don't you got one?
Let me explain. Let me tell y'all. So you could
He be
not
pimped
tell me,
out.
wait. Y'all cannot laugh too hard when I tell y'all this story. So I went to wish.com and I found that blue trench coat. I ordered it. The trench coat comes in about a month later. It looks like a regular jacket because of the simple fact of it didn't fit the right way. I was so mad.
Hold on, go back up here and put VJ's comment. That I uh I'm gonna hand it over to Shiva Renee.
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
husband refused to pick my ring. I wanted him to surprise me based on what he knew I'd like. He said he didn't want to mess up. I told him he was just being lazy. He ended up just giving me the money, and my cheap ASS bought a ring that I loved and still had money left over to invest in my business. At the
Come
end
on.
of the day, to me, it was just a ring. I know we ghetto. Listen,
No,
every
High
blend
five, VJ.
ingredients.
dude,
So if that works
I
you
for
love
y'all,
it.
invested in your business as well. I love that.
I don't
I
care
love
if it
that.
was, I just wanted to go use the money to do something for myself. It was the fact that he used his hard earned money. He put it in her hand. He said, go get something that you like that you're going to have to wear. And she did. Yeah. If it was me, I would have went to a thrift store and found a real banging ring and pocketed the rest. I would have told him now. I would have told him what I did, but I would have had a ring. I would have had everything else that I needed. Yeah, high five on that, VJ. That was a boss move. I like that.
Yeah, for sure. That was a boss.
I don't know anything
So,
about
what do
this
you think
subject.
of the Gilbert
Y'all gonna have
Arenas
to be abreast of
situation?
this.
So, basically, what happened was Gilbert Arenas had a girl that he dated. He was dating this girl for a while, and they ended up breaking up. And when they broke up, he had bought the girl this big, expensive ring, and she walked away with it. But what Gilbert Arenas did was he got back together with her, went to the jeweler, and switched the ring out and got a ring for much cheaper. And she walking around with the cheaper ring. She tried to sell it and realized it wasn't worth much at all. So I applaud Gilbert Arenas. Do what you got to do, my
Wait, I'm
brother.
confused. Wait a minute. So you said he bought a high dollar ring,
He bought a
and
high
then
dollar
when
ring.
she looked to see how much,
Wait, what he did was he bought the high dollar ring, right? And then they ended up breaking up. So when they broke up, she still had the high dollar ring on her finger. Gilbert, being smart and being the MVP that he is, decided, hold on, let me get her back. He got her back, got back into a relationship with her. Yeah, 400,000. Got back in a relationship with her, and when he got back in a relationship with her, he bought her a $10,000 ring. and
Still a lot of money.
but she tried to
Silly.
sue him. She tried to sue him because she feels like she got played because what he did was when he got back with her, he only stayed with her for a couple of months, long enough for him to trade out the ring. And
I don't even know who Gilbert Arenas is, but it sounds like a publicity stunt.
He's a
Because
basketball player.
he's a
when
former
people start,
basketball
okay,
player.
when people start throwing out these large amounts of money like that for a ring, you're trying to be noticed. You want to be recognized. You want to be seen. Because a lot of people's marriages is not even lasting 40 years. So why would you spend $40,000 on a ring? That's ridiculous. And if it was me, and somebody gave me a $400,000 ring, I would tell them go take that back, come back with about $300 or $400, and we gonna do some other stuff with the rest.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Though
that's
I
why
wouldn't even.
I would rather do a cheaper ring, like go on, Julia.com and get a ring and then upgrade it every like 5 years or so. I would rather you do that than you spend one lump sum in one shot and I wear the same ring forever. Like I would
Hold on,
rather,
lady.
you
Hold on.
upgrade it.
I'm gonna ask
That's good.
y'all
I like
one
that.
more question tonight. I'm gonna ask y'all one more question, then I'm gonna turn it back over to y'all. So, ladies, and the ladies that may be in the comments, I want y'all to answer this too, okay? Yeah, they do. They do. They do. So here we go.
Rings,
So,
y'all.
so I'm gonna ask y'all one more question tonight, all right? And here it goes. So, ladies, if your man came to you, okay, and he told you, baby, I love you, and I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. And I know that you're the one I want to be with, and I want to make you my wife. And let's say, y'all, he came to you with Ryan coming up. Come on now.
Because that's the devil. That's why.
We rebuke that in the name of
Always
Jesus.
lurking. That's right. Rebuke it. That's right. Because it's always.
That's
Listen, y'all.
why
Before while you thinking about the rest of your question, before I was logging on, I was having some difficulty getting my camera, the background, everything wasn't working. So I was like, listen, I'm about to do
Here we
this show
go.
with voice
I'm gonna just
only.
do it this way. I'm
Okay.
gonna do it this way. So if your man came to you and he proposed to y'all with this ring right here, would you say yes or would you say no? Ladies,
Come
and
closer because I can't really see it.
before y'all ask, I ain't telling y'all where it came from. Ladies, what do y'all say?
So I'm gonna say I'm a diva. So, and I got a lot of class about me. So it don't matter what you give me. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it work. I can't really see that ring really well, but I would say yes. And the dollar amount don't matter. I don't want something that's going to change. Danny said no, that's ugly.
So that's a little gaudy for me. I wouldn't. I mean, it looks like it's pink. It looks like it's my favorite color. So you do get
Yes,
kudos
it
for
is
that.
pink.
But and I love the bling. You get kudos for that. But it's just a little gaudy for me. I don't. Mm-mm.
So I wait, ladies, come on, come in the comments. Come in the comments.
Oh, it's ugly.
Danny
Julie
just
said
said,
it.
uh, I ain't saying if it's from Scene or not, Julie. I ain't saying
Probably
if it's
from
from
Timo.
Scene. Y'all mind y'all's business. It might even be from Witch.com. Mind y'all's business.
Wish? What is that?
It's like Timu.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor know all the sites.
Dude, I know how to look like I done spent $1 million and only spent
That's
about
I
why
half.
get
that
it.
jacket
That's
looks
me.
like Garden Gartrell because you in there going on Wish.com.
I cannot. I can't with y'all. uh,
I can't really answer. I don't think the answer should even be contentment on the quality of the ring.
Yeah. I just don't want nothing that's going to change. Because as us women, this is the thing. What men have to understand: when you ask a woman to marry you, she gains a connection. She gains she gains a connection with this ring. She starts to love it because it came from the love of her life. She starts to look at it. She starts to gain a connection with it. Nobody wants a
Yeah.
connection where after they take a shower, when they look at the ring, they're like, "Wait a minute." It's starting to look, and everybody's asking to see it, and they got a green ring around their finger, or a few stones that fell out. You gotta think a little bit.
That's why you gotta be. This is why I say this. If you're gonna go on scene to buy a ring, or if you're gonna go on Temu, or if you're gonna go on Wish or Amazon, read the reviews, my brothers. Read the reviews, my brothers. I promise
No,
you, the
they can't
reviews
read the
will bless
reviews
your
Stop
life.
telling
because
them to read the
if it was
reviews.
up to you,
Don't do that.
they would go on
Don't-
Sheen because you would give them a good review.
Right?
And I would. And I
Y'all
would.
don't listen to James. Don't do that. Y'all on here
Fellas,
James
shaming.
ain't even
fellas,
gonna go
Some
on
fellas.
Sheen.
female is
Hold on,
looking.
hold on, hold
Some
on.
female is looking
Fellas,
right now, searching for her ring, and she done found it on Sheen.
hold
Whole
on.
household is
Don't
in
don't listen to
disarray.
James because James ain't even gonna go on Sheen to get a ring, so he not even doing it.
I don't
Hold on,
know
hold
about
on,
that.
hold on.
He gonna
Hold
go to
on, hold on,
Jacob
hold on.
Jeweler to get
They
a
might have
ring.
a buy one get one free deal. Uh-uh.
Oh gosh. I'm not with y'all tonight. I'm not. Sorry. What I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna just talk to my fellas tonight. Hold on. I'm taking my sisters off the screen. Fellas, look, fellas. This is just us. The women ain't around. Fellas, I promise you. You go on scene and you buy your woman a ring, or you go on Wish and you buy your woman a ring, I promise you, she's not gonna know the difference. I promise.
And he forgot that I got the admin account, so I'm gonna put it back
Dang,
on and say no,
dang,
don't do that.
dang, I forgot I gave you
He was
that
trying to make a
admin
public
pass.
service announcement.
Dang, I
She
forgot I gave
will.
you that
Because I'm
admin
telling you,
pass.
it's some female right now. And I'm going to tell y'all, any iPhone users, I'm about to put you on. James, I don't know if you know about this one. Okay, so any iPhone users, if you take a picture and you see a little eye at the bottom, yeah, she will know. That's why she laughing. And you hit that little eye at the bottom of that picture after you take it, and your ring comes up and it says, "Where can you purchase that?" And this is Sheen ring located on page 4 and 5, on sale for $1.99. Okay, so don't tell everybody to do that now because iPhone got tricks with it.
Dang, I forgot I gave her that little admin badge. Dang.
Uh
And
huh.
period.
And she's like, oh, that's cute. He just kicked us off. That's cute. Let me bring us right back up. Come on.
Exactly.
Dang.
Hold on,
But no,
VJ.
fellas.
VJ. Hold on, y'all. VJ just said, "Put VJ finger itching." She said, "That's true." She said, "Finger itching all day." VJ said that. That's so true. Your finger will be itching all day. You just got this ring. You like, what is going on? Whole finger like it's about to fall off.
Look.
You,
All right. This is what we're
I'm
gonna
be
do. Real
honest with you.
quick.
I've been there.
This is what we're
I'm
gonna
be
do real
honest.
quick.
I've been there.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna allow y'all. We're gonna do a little scenario. Y'all ask me some questions, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna have the answers for 'em. Go.
Questions concerning what?
Like why? Like where your ring came from. Go. And I guarantee you, I'll have all the answers. Go.
We asking you. Wait a minute now. Wait a
I'm
minute.
So
You,
confused.
like, so
I'm
like, okay.
confused too. You just threw
Here
something
goes
out
the
there and then step
scenario.
back.
Here's what
What?
goes the scenario. So let's say I propose to one of y'all.
What you got going on tonight?
So I propose to one of y'all, right? And y'all are trying to figure out where I got the ring from. Go on ahead. Ask me any question, and I guarantee you I'll make it sound good.
Oh, not a good
Go.
response, but
You
okay.
trying to get these men unalive. That's what you trying to do.
Go.
No, I'm
Go,
not playing
sir.
this game. Get somebody else to do it.
It's a so we have to ask a question about the ring.
Yeah,
Or what?
like for instance, like, babe, how did you find this? Don't worry about it. I
Okay.
know
How
what it
how did
is.
you know? I love it. I love it. I love this ring. How did you know that I liked it?
Baby, a man that loves his woman pays attention to the small details.
Is that easy? Okay. Okay. Um, it's a little bit big. Why didn't you find out my size?
I I mean, if it's a little bit big, I can
Watch this
get
one,
it
sweet. Watch this one. Go
I
ahead.
can get it. I can
Let him
get it
finish.
resized, baby. I can get it resized.
It's a little itchy though. Why is it like that?
I mean, it's probably that lotion that you've been using. So, it's probably that lotion, and that's what it is.
Okay. So you got it all down pat. So it's anybody
James,
that's watching. If you hear any of
you're
these
proving that
scenarios,
James is a liar
No, what I'm proving is that there's no way to prove that
that you
that
could
ring
come up
came
with a
from
scenario
Shane.
that sounds good.
for a ring
Yeah,
from
I can
Sheen.
come
Yeah,
up.
it
I
is.
can come up with an answer that can sound real
How long?
good.
James, this is not looking good for you. I'm just gonna tell you that right now
No,
because you're a
no,
little too good
sir.
at this
No. It's
coming
so
up with an answer.
hard
So
to
you need to
say
just hang it up.
goodbye
Mhm.
to the man with the fake rings.
See?
All right, so let's see this comment.
Mhm.
Comment, lady.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. So you would gaslight your partner instead of just saying the ring is cheap? What if she has an allergic reaction? Will that be her fault too? LOL.
No, but I would do at that point is I would be like, "What? You allergic to that ring, baby? I'm so sorry. I will take full responsibility for that. I did not realize that. I thought that this ring was supposed to be utmost class and the utmost top of the line. I apologize, baby. I really do. Let me go back and let me fix this. Let me get an opportunity to fix this. I do apologize, baby, with all of my heart.
So you're gonna go get another one from Sheen.
No, what I would do is I would go
Come on.
back. No, what I would do at that moment, let me be real. Do I love Sheen? Yes. Do I love Timu? Yes. Do I love Wish.com? Yes. Do I love Amazon? Without a doubt.
Yes, I do.
However, I would never, ever, 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 ever order the woman that I love an engagement ring from Sheen.com.
You just
I
told the
joke
people to
around.
do that.
I was joking around. I
Well,
made
you need to make that disclaimer because some men will be like, "That's what's up." Rev
Yeah.
said,
no,
"I could get the ring from Sheen. That's what's
Rev
up. I'm about to
said,
order it right
dude,
now." Yes,
yeah.
the
no,
Rev.
They'll be
no.
asking somebody to marry
Let
them
me
with a shirt on saying Rev said.
It was 7 days.
do so. Let
He's
me let me
a
clear this air. Let me clear this air real quick. If you really love your woman, you will not go to scene to get that ring. Now, if scene is all you
you
can
you
afford,
you will go to Wish to get it. That's what it
if
sounds
scene
like to
or
me.
wish is all that you can afford, I would what I would do at that moment is I would get a ring as a promise ring and tell her, baby, this is all I can afford right now. But I promise you, you just give me about a year, and I promise you, I am upgrading this. You know what? This girl right here.
Look at the banner, people. Julia.com. You'll thank me later.
Mm-mm.
But they would definitely will because they have a really nice selection.
They
They really
do.
do.
I'm trying to help
They
the
really
people out. I'm
do.
trying to help the men out. Like
They
you
really
get a
do.
$60 ring and it looked like you spent $1,000. That's not even half your
Yeah.
Fellas,
paycheck.
look at the comment. Look at the
Oh
banner.
no, let's remove that right now.
Look at that banner, fellas.
You got so many banners, I can't even find it. Oh, here we go. Let's take that off right now. Just delete
Mhm.
that whole thing.
What isn't fair though is man gets cheap rings. No, that's real. That's real.
No, that's
So, okay,
real.
speaking
Dang, I can't delete that comment. Dang.
speaking of rings, would you when you propose, okay, let me figure out how to gracefully ask this. When you propose to your woman, what is the timeline between proposal and marriage?
I would say
I shouldn't ask you because you're gonna say probably 2 weeks.
no. I would say about 6 to 8
No,
months.
tomorrow.
6 to 8 months. Six
The
to eight
next, the
months.
same day.
6 to 8 months. That'll give us time to continue with our marriage counseling and to continue doing what we need to do. But also during that 6 to 8 months, she is not going to be the only one walking around with a ring on her finger so that the world knows that she
That
is
was my next
taken.
question. Yeah.
I
Would
have a ring that I have that I bought from Scene, SACIN,
why would you
Scene,
buy you a ring? Why wouldn't she buy you a ring?
because it is a promise ring that I have for myself to wear that a lot of
Yeah,
times
it's
I
a
wear it.
spiritual thing, right?
Hmm. Like a lot of
Yeah.
times I wear it. Like if I'm going certain places, I'll make sure that I have it on.
So what
Yeah.
was the
When we
promise?
first met, he was wearing it all the time.
That black one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the promise?
The promise is that the next woman that I do anything with will be my wife.
Ooh,
That is my promise that I made to myself and to God.
that's commendable. All right. So when your loins get hot, I need you to wear that ring and keep that promise.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That's dope.
So like I'm not. It's like I'm done with the little hookups. Those was cute. I'm
That
done
was
with that.
cute. So Tweet,
It's
would
like
you propose to your I'm not propose, sorry. If you got proposed to, would you give your spouse an engagement ring so the world knows that he's unavailable? Or would you just like what's the timeline that you would want to be engaged to marriage?
If it's like a promise ring, then I would wear it, but I would like wear it around my neck or something like that. If it's an actual engagement ring, then I would, but it wouldn't be. We would have to be at a stage where it's not a private thing. We're out and open. Everybody knows, so that we have to be living a lifestyle to where marriage is in play. For people that are in relationships and nobody knows about this relationship, then all of a sudden they're engaged and then they're getting married. That's different. For me personally, we would have to be living a life how we would be as husband and wife before I would even wear the ring. That's me personally. I'm not going to, because in my particular past, I know that it giving a ring is oftentimes used as a placeholder, just to kind of tie the female down and allow the world to look at her as not available, or for the world to see her as she's not available to you, totally and completely. And I had to learn a lesson with that. And the lesson that I learned is that when a person gives you a ring, they may not necessarily mean that they want to marry you. They could be wanting you to just be off the market while they play around with you.
mhm.
They may not really be interested in being with you like that, or they may not have any intentions of stopping whatever they're doing. But as long as everybody knows that you are connected to them, then they fine with that. You know. So I don't believe that a man that gives a woman a ring, he has to wear one himself. Me personally, I don't believe that. But I think that he needs to be seriously committed to where it's not like a shock when people hear that he's getting married, because most people that are getting ready to get married, that this is a couple already. they're living life like a couple. When she goes out or he goes out, we're spending time together. We're doing things together. Everybody knows that we're in this relationship. That's the way it should be. Now, I'm not gonna take a ring and then a month or two later, it's like, okay, we get married. Wait a minute now, because this is all moving really fast, and I don't think I'm dying in a month. So why are we? What is the reason we rushing? And I think that we live in a time and day and age where we got to be real careful because people have motives and they are good at hiding them. So,
All right, y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you all for barking with us. I'm gonna let my sisters go first, and then I'll say my comments for last.
so yeah, we want to
Whichever
thank
one.
everybody for tuning. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. And again, I am Tweet from Tweet Talks Podcast, available on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. As y'all can hit me up. Email is tweettalks with a Z, number 2 at gmail.com. Y'all hit me up. But thank y'all for coming out and participating in our show at After Show Vibes.
We thank y'all for coming on and blowing up the comment section. We appreciate y'all. And we also want y'all to know, oh wait, super shout out to Danny because her birthday is tomorrow.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes, yes, yes.
but
Happy birthday.
we want you guys to know that season 1 of After Show Vibes is about to wrap up shortly. And we appreciate you for rocking with us and loving on us and making this your favorite show. And if you guys have any topics that you want us to discuss, because I think we got like 3 more. I think we got
Yeah,
3 more
3 more.
episodes, 3 or 4 more
Three.
episodes. So if you guys have a topic that you would love for us to talk about, we would love to hear it. You know, you can inbox us or hit us up on After Show Vibes page. And also, as we are approaching season 2, new things are coming together where After Show Vibes is concerned. There may be a name change, and we want you guys to participate in the name change. So if you guys have a new funky name for us because we're incorporating the man cave and all the good things. So y'all come and think up a name and we're going to have a contest, and whoever has the best name will be able to join us live on our After Show Vibes. I think, what is it, the finale or the first
Yeah,
episode of
yeah.
season 2?
The finale.
Okay, cool. So y'all make sure y'all do that. And as always, this is your favorite Jersey girl, Shira Renee from the Blemish Beauty Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter and TikTok and IG and Facebook. And you can also follow the podcast on Apple and Spotify.
Yes, yes, yes. So you all, we appreciate y'all once again for rocking with us tonight. We really do. A lot of great things are coming soon. We definitely are excited. And tune in Sunday on Sarah Renee's page. Myself and some of the fellas from the Man Cave will be on a live with her. So we're excited about that. And also, as I come to a close tonight, I just want to say this to all of you all. I want y'all to know that this right here is going to bless your life. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. It will bless you. It will bless you. Let it 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 bless you. Yeah. Let it bless you. Let it bless you. Let it bless you. Let it bless you. And we will see y'all next time. Let it bless you.